I have a confession that's actually a little embarrassing to say out loud. 3 months ago, I checked my settings and saw a number that made my stomach drop. 8 hours and 42 minutes. That was my average daily screen time. If you do the math, that's more than half of my waking life spent staring at a glowing piece of glass. I wasn't a person. I was a delivery system for algorithms. I would wake up, reach for my phone before my eyes were even fully open, and spend the first hour of my day reacting to the world instead of living in it. I felt twitchy, unfocused, and perpetually behind. I'm a newcomer to the world of intentional living, and I had to realize that my phone wasn't a tool. It was a slot machine I carried in my pocket. Today, I'm showing you exactly how I deleted 5 hours of screen time without moving to a cave or becoming a monk. The first thing I did was an audit of honesty. I went into my settings and looked at the pickups metric. I was picking up my phone 150 times a day. That's once every 6 minutes. Why? Because of the variable reward loop. This is the same psychology used in casinos. Every time you pull that lever or pull down to refresh your feed, you might get a win like a new message or a funny video, or you might get nothing. The uncertainty is what makes it addictive. As a student, this was a catastrophe for my brain. Every time a notification popped up, it took me nearly 23 minutes to get back into a state of deep work. I wasn't just losing minutes, I was losing my ability to think clearly. I was suffering from attention residue, where my brain was still half thinking about a comment I read 20 minutes ago while I was trying to study. I tried deleting my apps, but I failed every time. I'd just end up checking Instagram on my laptop like a desperate ghost. So I changed my strategy. I decided to make my phone the most boring object in the room. I started with grayscale mode. Our brains are biologically wired to respond to bright, saturated colors, especially red notification bubbles, which trigger a primitive alert response in our amygdala. By stripping away the color, I stripped away the candy aspect of the interface. Suddenly, TikTok wasn't a dopamine hit. It was just a gray, flat, moving image. Next, I moved all my infinite scroll apps off the home screen and into a hidden folder on the very last page. I added friction. If I wanted to waste time, I had to be intentional about it. I replaced easy dopamine with hard dopamine, the kind you get from actually finishing a task. When those 5 hours were gone, I was hit with something I hadn't felt in years. Raw, unfiltered boredom. For our generation, boredom feels like an emergency. We reach for our phones to kill it instantly. But I realized that boredom is the incubation period for creativity. In those 5 hours I reclaimed, I started noticing the world again. I started reading physical books, the kind that don't have pop-up ads. I reclaimed my inner narrator. I realized that the time I was spending on a screen was actually a way of drowning out the sound of my own potential. My anxiety levels dropped, my focus sharpened, and for the first time in years, I felt like the owner of my attention, rather than a product being sold to advertisers. Look, I'm still not a digital saint. Some days the algorithm wins, but the difference now is that I have a system. I'm not a guru telling you to live in 1995. I'm just a guy in a green jacket who realized that my attention is the most expensive real estate I own, and I was letting apps live there for free while they trashed the place. You don't need a total detox, you need an intentional boundary. So here's my challenge for you. Go into your settings right now. Look at your pickup count. If you got even 2 of those hours back starting today, what is the one dream you've been putting off because you didn't have time? Maybe it's time to stop looking at everyone else's life and start building your own.